back to my channel. Let's have a bookish sleepover. I thought that this would be a fun way to like celebrate Halloween because I don't really celebrate otherwise, and yeah, I just thought this would be a fun thing to do. I've seen so many people doing these like book sleepovers a while ago, and then Mally, she did one recently and it looked so fun and cozy. So yeah, I just thought this would be a great way to celebrate Halloween because I will not be doing anything else. It's actually currently the afternoon. I'm starting this quite early because one, I have to go get some snacks and stuff. Like I want to go pick up some things for the sleepover, and then also I want to obviously read an entire book. Well, I would like to read most of it so I could tell you guys my full thoughts on the book. I'm going to be reading a mystery thriller type book. Those go by pretty fast, so I'm kind of hoping that I could complete it tonight and tell you my full thoughts, or at least like tomorrow morning, and give you my thoughts after and my ratings and everything. I really want to finish the entire book in this video, and I still want to watch like a scary movie or something. I want to bake. I just have a nice fun sleepover, so yeah, come along. Things that I got isn't even for the sleepover, but I kind of just needed to go grocery shopping. I was looking at like all the Halloween candy and stuff, and I was thinking about getting some for if anyone comes to trick or treat, but then the kids in this building don't deserve anything. No, I'm kidding. I'm just not gonna be here that night, so it's gonna be a waste. And I'm not really a candy type of person. I'm more so like a baked goods kind of person, and I feel like you could tell what I got to bake, but I'm gonna do like those s'mores cookie things, and I didn't get any of the Hershey's like squares to put in the middle because that feels redundant to me. Like this has chocolate chips in it, and then the marshmallow and the graham cracker, like it should be fine. I mean, I think it's gonna be fine for me anyway because I don't want too much chocolate. This is gonna sound kind of weird, but I feel like the worst part of a chocolate chip cookie is the actual chocolate chips. I know that's an unpopular opinion. I got the chocolate chip cookies and the graham crackers and the marshmallows. When I say I'm baking, I never mean from scratch. Trader Joe's always has these like pretzels. The pumpkin spice ones are so good, but they didn't have them. So sad. I think they're gone for the season. The yogurt covered ones are good, and this is a new one that I'm seeing, butter toffee pretzels. I can't even like imagine what that's gonna taste like, but I hope it's good. I love pretzels and covered pretzels. If you know, you know, these are so good. Actually, I feel like they're an acquired taste. My sister hates these. She thinks they're so bad, but I love them. And I just saw these, like, this is on theme. This is for the sleepover. I saw these last minute and decided to get them. Ghosts and Bats crispy potato snacks. Pretty sure there's gonna be potato chips shaped like ghosts and bats, but you know what? We're being festive. I got this matcha. I mean, this is not the best quality matcha whatsoever, but it's still like, it's decent enough. And I just remembered, like after a week straight of drinking coffee, I just remembered why I stopped drinking coffee, I mean, there are lots of reasons why I didn't drink it for like a whole year, and I feel like the lack of sleep and the stomach issues, none of that really came back, but the acne came back. So yeah, I should stop drinking coffee, or just not drink it as often. Like definitely not every day for a week straight. Like switch it up, matcha and coffee. And so this is just what I got in the meantime. I really want to like research. There's this girl on YouTube, her entire YouTube is like dedicated to finding the best matchas. And I'm pretty sure she has like a video on matchas, good matcha that you can get on Amazon. I just want a matcha that I know is gonna be easy to access. Like I can just repurchase it easily. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my research and figure out what matcha I should get. But for now, it'll be fine. I got these Dutch griddle cakes. If you ever had those like pancakes in Amsterdam, listen, I'm not saying that these are as good, but it's as close as I'm gonna get at my local Trader Joe's. They're actually pretty good. Not as good as in Amsterdam. Pretty good. And I got the chicken soup dumplings. I prefer the chicken over the pork. And I've never had the vegetable ones, but I feel like I just need the extra protein where I could get it, so. And this is Trader Joe's best salad. This sesame miso salad with salmon, this is their best salad. I got this to eat like right now because I am actually starving. These burritos. Yeah, none of this is really, well, most of this is just like picking up some stuff for my daily life, but yeah, that's what I got at Trader Joe's. I am so tired right now, but I think it's because, I don't think I'm actually tired, I think I'm just hungry and I need something to energize me, so I'm gonna go eat and I will be right back and we'll start like reading thrillers and everything for our sleepover. Let us finally choose a book for me to start. These are a couple of my sister's mystery thriller books because that's all she reads. These three sound interesting to me. I mean, this one, The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lupina, this is on my October TBR. I chose this from a TBR jar prompt. And so I feel like this one is what I should go for. I kind of want to see what the others are saying. This one's called Don't Let Her Stay by Nicola Sanders. This one sounds kind of interesting, but I feel like I have to ask my sister how she liked this one. She did tell me that The Couple Next Door, yes, she did tell me that this is like one of her favorites though. And then this one on red. Honestly, it sounds kind of silly. A rural country road, no cell signal for miles, a terrifying game of cat and mouse. By the time Laura and Olivia notice the headlights tailing them, I feel like this is something that would just frustrate me and be kind of stupid. I think I'm going with this one. It's on my TBR. I might as well read it, right? The Couple Next Door by Sherry Lupina. We're gonna start this. Hopefully it catches my attention. I also have books by Frida McFadden on my Kindle that I was thinking about reading, but The Boyfriend, I've heard people saying that it starts off slow, and that's not what I need right now. I need something quick to like pull me in. Let's see what the first sentence of this book is. Anne can feel the acid churning in her stomach and creeping up her throat. Her head is swimming. It seems like it jumped right into it. It doesn't seem like it's gonna go slow, so let's start this one. The first paragraph of this is crazy. What is this about? Anne and Marcus seem to have it all: a loving relationship, a wonderful home, and their beautiful baby, Cora. But one night when they're at a dinner party next door, a terrible crime is committed. Suspicion immediately falls on the parents, but the truth is much more complicated. The shocking truth will leave you breathless. Okay. Okay, so I read one chapter and it's going exactly how I want it to go. Fast-paced and interesting, actually. The thing that happened at the end of the first chapter, like, sometimes I can't take these like mystery thrillers seriously. Like, they're so dramatic and I'm like picturing it in my head. These are the easiest books for me to picture in my head. Like, it's just a movie in my head. She like screamed because of something happened. And I just can't take it seriously. But yeah, fun so far. I'll probably just sit here and read as much as I can. I'll update you. There's not much that I can say because these are the kind of books that you should go into like really blind, and I shouldn't give anything away. Like, just having that little moment at the end of the first chapter is like, that's what's gonna hook you, you know? I'm not gonna give it away, even though it's only in the first chapter. It's kind of unserious, but I like it. I honestly am not the biggest fan of like third person, but I feel like it works the best in mystery thrillers because you're not in anyone's head. Like, the moment you're in someone's head, you start to see them feeling guilty about certain things, and it's like, oh, did she do it? But once you're not in anyone's head and you have no idea what they're thinking, like, things get revealed in a more organic way. I think so anyway. So I think third person for this is gonna be really good. So far, every little chapter is ending on like a slight cliffhanger, and I feel like that's the best way to do a mystery thriller. So having a good time. I'm sitting on this bed right now and I feel like I'm gonna take a nap, but also I tried the butter toffee pretzels. They're actually really good. They're not too sweet. They have this like crunchy exterior thing. I'll show you. Yeah, they look like this little crunchy thing on the outside, the coating. It's so good. The texture, I love a pretzel because I love like really crunchy things, and the texture is just perfect. I'm gonna continue reading, and if I fall asleep, I'll be honest with you, I'm that person at sleepover that falls asleep first. I just need a little nap time, but I also want to see the sunset because lately the sunsets have been so beautiful. They literally look like paintings, so I kind of don't want to miss one, but it's like the perfect time to nap in the day. I've woken up from my nap and I've read 80 pages of The Couple Next Door, and I feel like right now it's just like a lot of detective work trying to figure out what happened, and I can't say like what they're investigating because that's a spoiler, but I've realized that I prefer the types of thrillers that's like someone killed someone's husband or something. And listen, those are serious too, but it's usually, I don't know, they usually have good reasons. But this one, the topic at hand, the thing that they're investigating just feels so serious, and it's making me kind of sad. It's like bringing my mood down. But honestly though, I'm also just in my lethal phase and anything can bring me down. So it's still going okay. I definitely just don't love what's being investigated. If you know, you know. It's just, yeah, there's not much to say. It's sad. I'm gonna read some more of it, and then I'll probably go eat dinner, and then we could go bake and put on Halloween PJs and get into the actual sleepover part of this. I feel like I've just been holding you hostage. Like, wait for the sleepover part. Speaking of dinner, I wanted to have like a nice, fun, little interesting dinner. Like, there's this pizza place that's having one of those like jack-o'-lantern, is that what it's called? Like the pumpkin shaped pizzas with the face. And it looked so cool, but I'm not craving pizza right now. That would have been perfect for the night, but you know, I love pizza and I crave it very often actually, but yeah, rare moment when I'm not craving it, so I'm not gonna get it. Also, they only have it in large. Obviously, I think they have to make it large to make the shape and everything and the whole face on the pizza, so they only have it in large, and I don't want to buy a whole large pizza. That's gonna probably end up lasting me like 4 days. I also was gonna make grilled cheese because I've been craving grilled cheese and like tomato soup, and that's like, I feel like perfect for the season, but now I'm no longer craving that either. I don't think I want cheese. but we'll just bake together. I was literally about to come back to you guys and be like, oh my god, this is so boring. I don't know if I could continue on. But the end of chapter 11. Now I'm like 100 pages in, and I'm guessing it's gonna start picking up now because... What? This is messy. Now I kind of need to know where it goes, so... These are my Halloween pajamas. I got them on Amazon. We're finally getting cozy and ready for the sleepover. Halloween patterns are low-key ugly to me because I hate orange. And then like orange and black. It's not really cute, but you know what? This is kind of cute because it's not a very bright orange. It's a little bit muted. It's also comfortable, so it's fine. I always need to have my savory before my sweet, so let's try this now. Honestly, now that I look at it, I feel like it's gonna be very bland. That's so cute and so festive. Honestly, this would be great if you're like having a Halloween party or something. I feel like this would more serve as like decor for a Halloween party than something people would actually eat. Like this would probably be left back on the table when all the good snacks are actually gone. Anyway, while we wait for the cookies to be done, I'm halfway through this now, like exactly halfway through. Halfway through is like 154 pages, and I'm on 157. It's getting really good now. I mean, I feel like so far it kind of went in a way that I would have expected, but then something else happened that also blindsided me, and I was like, oh no. And I think it's only gonna like get better from here. I think there are gonna be lots more twists and turns. So I'm excited to read it now, but I still want to watch a scary movie or something. Maybe I'll have the scary movie on in the background because I don't do well with scary movies. I actually have this weird story about a scary movie. My friend and I, when we were younger, we went to go see this movie. It was called like The Possession or The Possess... something like that. And we went to go see it in cinemas, and it like creeped us out so bad, and we were like, that's actually a scary movie that got us really good. And then when we went back to school on Monday, we were telling people about it, and they were like, we've never heard of that, and like it wasn't in cinemas anymore. And we just felt so crazy, and everyone that we told about how great this movie was, they were just like, what are you talking about? I should probably go look it up and see if it actually does exist, because they really made us feel crazy. But yeah, I don't do well with scary movies. So maybe if I'm like reading and I'm slightly distracted while I'm watching it, that would be better. But probably not. I am randomly in the worst mood ever. I don't know what it is. Actually, I do know what it is. It's my luteal phase, and this is the worst phase because you're still so far away from your period, but like you're getting some effects of it. Well, I do anyway. This is like my worst phase. when I'm actually on my period, it's not that bad. Like, I have pretty normal symptoms, but when I'm in my luteal phase, I'm angry and irritated and agitated, and everything just pisses me off. So nothing happened. I promise, seriously, nothing happened. Why am I in such a bad mood? I wish I knew. I wish I understood it myself, and I hate it so much. Should I continue this video and make, like, this could help me feel better? Or should I just scrap this and save you guys from me? My sister's probably, like, in her room right now wondering why I'm so upset. Oh my god. I was about to say something else. Oh, those cookies, I would give them like a 5 out of 10. I had like 3 bites, and I'm gonna continue to eat it slowly throughout the next couple days, but it is just, it's so sweet. I can't imagine doing that with a little piece of Hershey's chocolate in it. Like, the original recipe calls for the graham cracker, this little chocolate, and the marshmallow, and then the cookie dough over it that also has chocolate in it. I couldn't do it. I could not do that, because that in itself almost gave me a heart attack. Also, I'm not sensitive to sweets. I'm not sensitive. Sure, I love a sweet treat. I prefer sweet over savory any day, but that is just, but it's not the worst thing. I could still see myself eating it, like, slowly. I kind of feel like having a cry, honestly. This is probably the worst sleepover you've ever been to. This is great for Halloween because this is very terrifying. Okay, I washed the thing off my face and I no longer look like a freak. Well, debatable. Anyway, can we just have a book chat for a second? Because so many authors have been releasing their, like, covers, their book descriptions, and, like, their release dates. First, Emily Henry, I already kind of talked about her book when it got, like, the date got announced, but the cover and the description finally got released, and I honestly, the description doesn't, just based off of the book description, I'm not that interested. Like, nothing about that description really makes me want to run for it and read it, but I'm still gonna read it anyway. And I like that she said that it's something completely different. I like that she's branching out. And I don't know why, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit more like literary fiction than a romance book. And that's cool. I enjoy literary fiction, but yeah, that's definitely different for her, and she's so brave for, like, branching out like that. I think it's gonna be cool. I just don't really know what to expect, and my expectations just aren't as high as they usually are for Emily Henry's books. That's what I mean to say, because it's not that I'm not, like, looking forward to it or that I'm not gonna read it, but it's definitely just not as high as it has been in the past. Still gonna give it a chance and hope for the best, but yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it. The cover looks so beautiful though. Anyway, the thing that really prompted this chat is that Jessa Hastings, if you don't know who Jessa Hastings is, she's the author of the Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates series, and that, like, that whole world. I am obsessed with that series and those books. And she announced another book that is not a part of the Magnolia Parks series, and it's also not a part of the Never series or whatever she has going on. So basically, every time she announces a book that isn't a part of the Magnolia series, I low-key get really frustrated because I'm like, can we focus? Like, when are we ever gonna finish this series if you keep doing other things? And I know, like, authors need their time and, like, they have their own process, but still, it's it's hard for me to see her release and promote other books when I'm like, hello, I need some answers when it comes to Daisy. And I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that Magnolia and BJ get 3 books, and Daisy and Christian and Julian, that world, gets 4, and we only have 2 so far. So like, when are we gonna finish? Like, honestly, can we just move it along? I don't want to finish this series in 2030, you know? But yeah, that was like my first reaction to her coming out with a new book, because here's the thing, like the reaction was disappointment. But here's the thing, when she announced that book Never, which is meant to be a series, I just had 0 interest in it. Like, I read the description, saw the cover was pretty, but I was just like, nothing about this is calling my name. Like, this does not sound like me at all. And then so many people read it, they ran to go read it because they love Magnolia Parks and whatnot, and they hated it. I literally don't think I've seen one single good review of that book. And maybe I'm just watching the wrong people, maybe I'm just seeing the wrong reviews on Goodreads, but I have not heard anything good about that book. If you read Never by Jess Hastings and you liked it, let me know. Someone who enjoyed it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But it honestly just like confirmed for me that I shouldn't read it. Like, it just solidified my feelings. Like, I don't need to read it, it's fine. But that is apparently a series, and I'm thinking that she's gonna come out with this new book. The new book is called The Conditions of the Will, something like that. And I feel like she's gonna promote this book, and then she's probably gonna come out with the next book in the Never series, and then we're gonna get the next Daisy book, which I don't want to wait that long. But the reason why I did slightly get excited for this new book, The Conditions of a Will or whatever, I should probably learn the name if I'm excited for it, but the reason I got a little excited for it, because 1, it's a standalone, so she could drop the book and we can all move on and we could get back to Daisy. And then 2, it also just seems so much more like similar to the Magnolia world, and not in a way where I'm like, oh, this is just gonna be like the same thing, it's gonna be redundant. Like, not in that way at all. It just seems like it's about rich people, it's about family drama. I know that she does that well, and I'm like looking forward to that. Like, whatever she was doing with Never, that just didn't sound anything like Magnolia Parks, and that's why I wasn't intrigued. Like, this is what I like from you, and then you're going a completely opposite direction, so I'm not really interested. But this new book sounds a little bit more similar to the Magnolia world, so I'm really excited. The cover's kind of cute. I don't really like people on covers, but she does it in a very interesting way. So yeah, that's like the most recent book news that kind of prompted this talk. Kennedy Ryan also came out with her 3rd book in the, actually I don't even know what that series it's called, but the series with Before I Let Go and This Could Be Us. The 3rd one is called Can't Get Enough. Honestly, I can't remember these names at all because they're just, it's like new and fresh in my mind, but she came out with the cover and the cover looks so pretty, and I'm so excited for that story. But I'm also really sad that that series is ending. Like, that's one of my favorite series ever. I also saw that Lynn Painter came out with a cover and released a title. I think it might be an adult novel. Her adult novels aren't my favorite, but her YA ones are really cute and fun. So I don't know if I'm that excited for it, but honestly I'm gonna put all of like the recent cover reveals that I've been seeing that I'm excited for next year. It seems like it's gonna be lots of fun releases. But yeah, that's my book talk. And now it sounded like I said book talk. But yeah, now I'm gonna go pick a movie so that I can watch, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna continue reading while I watch the movie, because I think the movie's gonna terrify me. I was like looking through Hulu to see what kind of movies they have, and I'm like, all of these seem really scary, which, duh, it's horror, but it's gonna be fine, right? People who celebrate Halloween are strong. Honestly, I don't know how you guys do it. My
I don't know if you could see me, but my goal here is to honestly get a movie that doesn't seem too good, because if it's too good, then that means it's gonna scare me more. But if it's like a little stupid, then it shouldn't be too bad. So I decided on the one with Suki Waterhouse. It's called New Year, New You. A group of old friends gather for a girls' night on New Year's Eve. But something happens when they start rehashing old memories, blah blah blah. Anyway, it sounds a little silly, to be honest, and that's what I need. Something that's not gonna be too terrifying, although this picture doesn't look too fun. Nothing's even happening, and I already don't like this. I don't like it. It's creeping me out.
Your mom's gonna be home soon. It's time to clean up.
You know, I saw a video recently saying that scary videos aren't even that scary. It's just the music, and they played that symphony song over a scary video, and I was like, look, it's not even scary. And that's how I feel about this. Like the song, the music and the sounds are creeping me out. I don't like this. You see, she heard something in the house, and all she goes is hello, and she moves on with her life. I would put the house up for sale in that right moment, like right there. The house will go up for sale. I don't know how... These scary movies, it could never be me. I would immediately call someone like, hey, can I come over, because I'm not doing this. You know, I've also never really desired to have a big house. I mean, like, all these spare rooms for what? Like, no, really for what? The only thing, like, we need a room for each person that actually lives there, and then one extra room, maybe for guests, maybe. And then when people start moving out, I move out. I downsize completely and leave, because I don't know how people do it. You have all this room, you're in like one end of the house, and you have no clue what's going on in the other end of the house. Someone's plotting your murder, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shut up and watch it now. I'm that person that just yaps through the entire movie. I don't like it.
Good morning. I fell asleep last night, if it isn't obvious. I read some more while I was watching the movie. The movie was getting kind of scary, which isn't good for me. But that means it's not like that bad of a movie if it was actually kind of scaring me. But I was still tired anyway. I don't know what I was so tired from, but I think reading kind of helped to put me to sleep, which also kind of makes me realize the book wasn't that like gripping. It wasn't holding my attention that well if I just like fell asleep. I just made my matcha and I completely forgot that I like the vanilla creamer with like coconut milk from Trader Joe's, and I forgot to get it, so I just used what I have, which is the brown sugar creamer, and it's really weird. It's not bad, it's just really weird. But I've missed drinking matcha and it won't make me break out, so let's talk about the book. 1 second, let me go get it. Oh, it's over there. Alright, so The Couple Next Door by Shari Lapina. First, I want to do like a spoiler-free section. I'm just gonna say everything that I need to say without giving anything away, but then I also want to do a spoiler section. So this is the spoiler-free review. First of all, the detective kind of already knew what was going on, and he like had so many theories, and it was almost like, what's the point? Like, why am I reading if you're just like telling me all the theories and possibly what happened already, you know? This was overall just kind of stupid, I'm not gonna lie. I'm the worst at like guessing plot twists and stuff like that, and that's why I always think that I usually enjoy these so much, like mystery thriller type books, and I don't think I've ever rated a mystery thriller lower than like 4 stars, because I'm always so hooked. I never know what's going on. The plot twists always get me, and this one I kind of was figuring it out. Maybe I'm just getting smarter. I don't know, being too aware of what was going on was just, it didn't really work in my favor. Like, it didn't make this book enjoyable. I almost wish that I was clueless and had no thoughts, because I would have enjoyed it more. Also, the writing in this book is really bad. Like, it's not easy to ignore, and I ignore bad writing in books all the time. There are lots of books that I could say that I thoroughly enjoyed. It was great entertainment, but it doesn't have good writing. Like, it's not the end of the world for me, honestly, but this one was just so hard to ignore. I'm gonna be giving this book 2 stars. The 2 stars is, can I say what the 2 stars is for without spoiling? No, I unfortunately can't. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. 2 stars. And now I'm going to give a spoiler-filled review. I'm gonna talk about spoilers now, and I'm gonna put on the screen where the spoilers end. So if you don't want any spoilers for this, skip to here. I'll also put like chapters, video chapters, so you could just skip the spoiler review. All right, this is your last warning. Spoilers start now. Marco is so stupid. Like, it's almost unbelievable and unrealistic, because like no one can be that stupid. I just can't believe anyone would like come up with this plan. So basically, like, if you've read this, and actually if you don't care and you're just watching the spoiler part, basically what happens is he comes up with this plan to like fake a kidnapping, and he like hands his baby off to this man, and so the man is meant to like call for the ransom or whatever, and then when he gives them the money, they split the money and they get their baby back. All is supposed to be well on earth. Here's the thing, when I first figure out that's really what happened and Marco was the one behind the kidnapping, and it's like it's a fake kidnapping and the baby's somewhere fine, I was like, oh, he probably like handed the baby off to someone that they both know, like a friend from their, like someone they've known for years. It was literally a man that he met on a bench, randomly on a bench, and he's like I don't even know how long they've known each other. Like, I don't know if I'm getting riled up. I don't even know if it said how long they've known each other, but I was just like, there's no way, like there's absolutely no way you handed your baby off. I mean, he says it too, like his inner monologue was like, I handed my baby off essentially to a stranger. Yeah, you did. I fully thought, like, once we started finding out what really went down, I fully thought this was someone that even the wife knew. No, a man that he met on a bench. He didn't even know this man's real name. Like, the name that he was given was a fake name. That to me is not realistic. Your newborn baby that is barely, I can't even say barely, the baby can't walk yet. The baby can't even walk yet, and you just hand your baby off to a stranger. Like, who does that? I think I was saying earlier that I prefer like a mystery thriller where like it's someone killing someone's husband. That's just an example. Or like when it's just adults involved, because usually half the time the people that are getting killed or whatever it is, they're bad people anyway. Like, they're not innocent, and it's always like messy. And this was an innocent child. This was a baby, a literal baby, so innocent, and I didn't like it. I wasn't having fun reading that, because it's just a child. Another thing that I was thinking about is, at the end of the day, even when the baby's found back home safe with her parents, like, it's still not, I mean, I know it's not meant to be a happy ending, but it's still like not gonna be satisfying to me, because both her parents are actually insane. Like, this is what we found out, her parents are crazy. One is giving her away to strangers for a fake kidnapping, and the other one is kind of a psychopath. I mean, that's a whole that's a whole other thing. Like the mother had like some issues with her past. Listen, I'm not getting into that, but the point is, even when the baby's found, it's like so messed up. I think my 2 stars is really for the fact that, one, it kind of does like pick up here and there, and I was enjoying it some parts, and I was like, I need to know what happened some parts, but it was kind of up and down. Like when it went up, it did have points where I'm like, okay, I don't care again, but then I did start to care again. And I remember I was saying that I did guess quite a bit of it, but the thing at the end with the father, like Anne's father, basically the baby's grandfather, his name was Richard, I didn't guess that part. So, and the fact that like Richard was having an affair with Cynthia, yeah, I really didn't guess that part. So like that one kind of threw me off, and so I'll give her that 2 stars for that. That was a nice little reveal. Overall, this wasn't that satisfying of a read, and I'm probably not gonna be recommending it to anyone. I'm not gonna be jumping from the rooftop telling you to go read it, but yeah, you can go read it if you want to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it wasn't that great. I didn't have fun. I feel like this whole video is just me hating on things. I'm sorry. I'm usually, well, I'm not like this all the time, okay? If this is the first video you've ever watched of mine, I'm so sorry. I can do better, so stick around. But anyway, that's my review and rant about that book. 2 stars. The movie, didn't finish it, so I don't know what I would rate that. But you know what? This is a book channel, it doesn't matter. If you got to this point of the video, you're actually an angel, and seriously, thank you so much for watching, because it couldn't have been easy with all of my misery. And if you somehow still enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe for more. I promise I'm better than this, and I can do better than this. Also, if you've read The Couple Next Door, please tell me what were your thoughts on it. Tell me if you thought it was stupid too. But if you liked it, that's good for you. I'm happy for you. You could tell me that too. I would love to know. And also, if you have any better thrillers that you'd like to recommend, please let me know. Anyway, bye. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I literally forgot the point of me filming this video was for Halloween, and I forgot to say happy Halloween when it comes around. And I hope you guys have fun and be safe. I can't believe I forgot. You know what it is? I'm just from a place that doesn't celebrate Halloween, and yeah, it's just something that I've tried to like celebrate it when I was in college and, you know, trying to fit in. Just the way that it was different from home, I always try to like get into the different traditions, I guess. And yeah, I never really enjoyed it very much, but I thought that this video would be really fun to do if I'm just home doing things that I love, getting cozy. And it probably would have been really enjoyable if I wasn't in a bad mood, but happy Halloween when it comes. That's the point of this message. Stay safe, and I hope you guys enjoy it way more than I do. Bye!